So every Thursday I get Thai food. This place called Thai Flavor in Richmond is one of the best places that I've eaten for Thai food around, and they just renovated it. It used to be like a hole-in-the-wall place. Now it's like super nice inside. But I move a week from today, which means that this is the final Thai Thursday that I'm going to be able to have at this restaurant. So I make it count. Got to get it the exact same that I always get it. That's how I make it count. So this is the dish that I always get, Calcabao Guy, as I showed you in the menu there. I get double chicken, comes out to about 10 bucks, but very, very filling, very good. I'd recommend this. Bye forever. So now I need to go drop off a handful of EF shirts to the post office. And now keep in mind, when I move, if you guys are ordering any stuff in that transition time, it'll take me an extra couple days to you know, get settled in and package them up. But so it'll add an extra couple days, so I hope you can understand that. But I'll get it out as soon as possible. Now I'm actually gonna go get some candy from 7-Eleven because I'm feeling pretty crazy on this day. Some chewy sprees, yeah. What's y'all's opinion on lotto scratchers? Some call it a waste of money. I call it an opportunity to make a lot of dollars, but mostly a waste of money. By the way, I think they redid Rips because they look a lot more sour, and they got Soul Guy on here, and he looks friendly, but we're not gonna get that. We're just gonna get some chewy sprees. And here's a perfect example of a waste of $4. Dang it! Geese have no chill. They legit just cross the road. They're like, I'm deciding to cross the road now. So as we were driving through my old school campus, I figured a quick topic I'll touch on is, do I think you need to go to college? What? And did I go to college? Yes, I went to college. I went to community college for 2.5 years. And then I went to a 4-year university, VCU, for 2.5 years. So it took me 5 years to get my 4-year bachelor's. So I have a bachelor's in science in business administration and management. I graduated in May 2013. Do I think you absolutely need to go to school? No and yes at the same time. It's gonna be very case-by-case basis, and my opinion is strictly my opinion. There's a lot of individuals out there that are very successful in what they do, either by, you know, without going to school, or maybe by dropping out of school. And again, school's not for everyone, and also not going to school is not for everyone. It really is going to depend on what your kind of goals are in life. And if you don't know what you want to do in life, I would recommend you go to school. Now, obviously, loans and whatnot suck, but again, I'd recommend, honestly, you go to community college if you can. Luckily for me, community college was next door to the 4-year university, so I didn't lose out on any of the experiences. I understand if you go to community college in your community, you might still have to live at home, and although that may suck to some people, you know, you're gonna save a ton of money. You're gonna get more of a kind of hands-on learning approach because it's gonna be much smaller classes. But anywho, you know, you don't need to go to school in terms, like, you're gonna learn a lot more in college than just like the educational thing. You learn a lot of life experiences. You learn, you know, whether it be like getting up and going to class, studying, you know, balancing time management, you know, living on your own, whatever. You're gonna learn all of that without actually realizing you're learning it. So that's why I think it's a great just experience in life. Student loans suck. Like, again, community college is a lot cheaper. That's I went to community college because I did not get into the 4-year college because I did poorly in high school. But you know, there's a lot of jobs out there that you absolutely have to go to school for. That's what's some people don't realize. There's certain jobs you legitimately cannot get that job. Maybe if you know someone, but like a requirement will be maybe just a bachelor's in anything. It could be English or accounting, like, it doesn't matter. A lot of times you have to have that piece of paper, and sometimes it sucks, and the bachelor's degree is kind of turning into like almost the high school diploma now. Now almost you might need like a master's to stand out at all, but it's gonna be case-by-case basis. I think you should go if you can afford it, and if you can't, there's lots of grants and loans out there, but it's gonna be case-by-case. Is it for everyone? No. I did it. I am glad that I did it, and that's my thoughts. So we are deadlift day today. Deadlifts! Getting in the final days of going here. Got about like 4 sessions left before there is no more weight room in Virginia. In Richmond, there'll be a weight room, aka the new gym in Arlington, not DC, because I don't live in DC. I live in Arlington. As you see here, I am doing some just dead hangs from the bar. This is what I do before every single squat and deadlift session. This video, guys, is going to be 4, I guess you could call them tips. I'm going to do 4 tips or 4 things about the deadlift that I'm going to tell you my opinion on and how to boost your deadlift, and questions that I get a lot about the deadlift. This is not meant to be an exact fact thing. These tips and opinions will be not applied to every single person. This just kind of worked for me. I'm not going to get into programming in this video. I definitely think having on program is going to be really beneficial, and I'm also not going to talk about weak point training. You guys already know my stance on that. Block pulls, deficit pulls, they're great. Do them. So we're going to kind of just talk about my opinion on things. And what we're doing is working up to 455 pounds for sets of 2. So the first topic is going to be rep schemes. What is the best rep scheme to do for deadlifts? And it's really going to vary, obviously, from individual to individual. But over the course of the past 2 years, where I've really done a lot of my deadlift training, I've found way better strength gains on lower rep schemes. The only time I ever did above like 6 reps was when I was getting into the movement, just didn't know what it was and was doing the deadlift. But when I really started focusing around strength and starting to boost it, I lowered the rep schemes. I was doing sets of 5. I was doing 5x5s. I was doing 3x3s. I was doing 6 sets of 2. Now I'm doing like, even singles, doubles, triples. I focused the deadlift around getting stronger at the deadlift. I don't use the deadlift to get bigger lats. The deadlift's going to work the whole body, but if I want to do a hypertrophy style training, I'm going to do hypertrophy style training. I don't use the deadlift as a hypertrophy movement. I use it as a power movement that, in turn will overall add some mass to your frame if you're eating more calories. But that's the thing. Lower the rep scheme if you want to get stronger. Personally, you'll never see me doing sets of 8 on deadlifts. I just don't see a benefit of it unless you kind of really know what you're doing and there's reasoning behind why you're doing it. The second thing we're going to talk about is going to be bar speed. As you see here, these 455-pound pulls are not going super fast, not going slow either. And I've pulled 500 pounds, way faster than this. And a lot of people will assume that if their bar speed is slow, that they're getting weaker. You got to take into account that all the movements that you did previously in the week, your CNS, even the week before, even 2 weeks before, how fried is your CNS? Just because the bar moves at a slower pace does not mean that your deadlift game is weak. You don't have to rip the bar off the floor. You don't have to do a 600-pound pull in a second to be super strong with the deadlift. Look at people like Raymond, the online coach. He's got a solid deadlift. I think it's in the mid-500s, and his bar speed is actually pretty slow, but he commits to it, and he pulls the entire pull. He doesn't give up. A lot of people, if it's slow, they'll kind of give up, and you can't do that. Just always have confidence and believe in the pull, and commit to it. Commit to the pull. Don't let bar speed be the judgment of how you assume your progress is going. Next topic up is going to be conventional versus sumo. As you know, I pull sumo, but if you have not been around my channel for a long time, I did used to pull conventional. I pulled conventional up to 540 pounds with terrible form back in the day, and I've even recently done a deficit conventional pull of like 550 or 560. So my conventionals, relative to my sumo, it's not the exact same because I personally probably am a little stronger in the stance of sumo because I do it a lot more often. But, the world record holders in deadlifts are doing conventional. I think it is a personal preference. I choose to do sumo because it feels a hell of a lot better on my body in terms of my back. I don't feel like I'm rounding it as much. It's a much more comfortable movement. A lot of people I know that have switched to sumo, besides, some individuals, they have loved it, and they've been like, I'm not going back to conventional. They feel safer, and they feel like they have more power in that stance. So do whatever you want. Don't let other people's opinions on your stance affect what you do. And then the last topic that we'll talk about in this specific video is going to be how many times should you deadlift a week. Right now I'm deadlifting 1 to 2 times a week. I think that's all you really need. I did deadlifts once a week for a very long time and boosted my deadlift. Now obviously case-by-case basis, you could get stronger doing X, whatever that thing may be. It's going to be case-by-case basis, but I'm saying you can deadlift once a week and still boost the hell out of your strength. I did it for a long time. I did it with Jim Miller 531. And my deadlift went up over about 100 pounds in 13 months, and I only did deadlifts once a week, okay? Could have gone up more if I did a lot of different things back then, yes, but, these are just my personal opinions on the deadlift. Use them. If you guys like this style of video, some tips, there's a whole lot more I can do on the deadlift, maybe a little bit of a live commentary, so hit that thumbs up button. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the video. Alright guys, I'm going to this brand new sushi place right before I leave Richmond. I've never done it before. I heard it has the best sushi in the entire world. It's called Kroger Sushi. I don't care what anyone says, this Kroger Sushi is so good, and this is my favorite one, the California Combo. Got California salad, spicy California, crunch California, aka, that means there's no fish, right? No fishies in there. I do like a spicy salmon, but this is just so good. And in terms of like macros, you gotta be careful if you get like these ones with all the spicy mayo on there, because that'll have a lot of fatty in there, but this isn't that bad actually. Too bad that it's $8, that sucks.